Hey guys, welcome to the fifth and final upload here on the channel for the day, with of course this being dubbed World Cup Day. All of the capture footage from the event that we was held down at the Guildford EA offices via the EA Game Changers programme a couple of weeks ago. This is the last one. This is part 2 of the run through with England at the World Cup, offline on Legendary, default Legendary, not using my slider settings that I use for normal career mode on normal FIFA. If you would like to see me run through some offline gameplay on Legendary with my normal sliders with any specific nations, then do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll get cracking with that once the full game mode is released as of tomorrow. There are going to be a number of countries that didn't necessarily qualify for the World Cup that are available to play with, i.e. Italy and the Netherlands, so I'll most certainly be trying to do something like that with them. I'll try and do some online stuff as well if you might like to see it. But as you can see, I actually went 1-0 down against Colombia in the round of 16 here, but we were able to pull it back to 1-1 with Marcus Rashford. If you missed any of the earlier content today, then do check the channel page for it. The first part, the group stage of this specific World Cup run with England, went live at 2 PM this afternoon. I believe you'll be seeing this at 6. I've got the first part with the group stage of this going live at 2. Then the basic SBCs, like the best possible way to start your Road to Glory or Ultimate Team account on the World Cup, going live at 3. Then first draft at 4. First draft gameplay against Matt HD Gamer at 5. And then you'll be seeing this at 6 PM. So there's a lot gone up on the channel today. The next Southampton video will be tomorrow. No Southampton video today because of all of the World Cup content. So do keep your eyes peeled for all of the videos that went live today. Have a look in your sub box, check the channel page itself, make sure you watch everything that you want to watch before the end of the day, because we'll be back to normal career mode content as of tomorrow, and then I'll be adding the World Cup stuff into the blend moving forward. I'm actually busy Tuesday and Wednesday, but hopefully I'll be able to start getting stuff to you on Thursday with regards to the World Cup stuff. And of course, as mentioned in a couple of previous episodes as well, and on social media, I'm waiting for my Bayer Leverkusen shirt to arrive in the post to start the brand new career mode series that will replace this Southampton series moving forward. Hoping that will arrive by the end of the week so I can get cracking with content on that and get a few episodes up for you before, of course, a flight to LA on the 6th of June for EA Play and E3. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And of course I want to start a Road to Glory on Ultimate Team as well. Perhaps stream some Ultimate Team too. So it's non-stop right now on the YouTube channel. But hopefully you guys are enjoying all of the content. As you can see, we're very nearly at the end of the game here. It's the 87th or 88th minute. Brought a couple of substitutes on, but it's actually from left-back Danny Rose that pops up in the 89th minute with a winner for me in the round of 16 against Colombia. Not necessarily a deserving victory. I scored from my only 2 shots on target in the game, but through we are. I love the way that this graphic updates as you go along, by the way. Germany through against Brazil by 2-1, not 7-1, as it was in Rio 4 years ago. We get through against Colombia, Spain through against Uruguay, and the graphic disappeared off my screen before I could read any others out. So it's Iran versus France, I believe, in the one of the other quarterfinals. And I think it was Switzerland versus Belgium in the other quarter-final. But as you can see here, we've got Germany. Great. Bit of history between England and Germany. 4-2-3-1 is a formation they're playing, which replicates mine, kind of counters mine. Lovely turn inside here from Marcus Rashford, though, to start us off after 7 minutes. If it weren't for a great block from Mats Hummels, I would have gone 1-0 up there. I'm almost certain of it, through Dele Alli. Good strength shown by Chris Smalling, who was forward here. I'm not sure whether I had a corner just before. Dele this time has his shot saved by Manuel Neuer. No defenders in the way this time around, but the German goalkeeper still able to ensure that he keeps the ball out. Some really nice play from me here, and another shot blocked for Dele Alli, this time through Jonas Hector, the left back. Germany was so difficult to break down, and then when they did get going the other way, I'll be honest, I did struggle. Mesut Ozil just tore me apart there. I get very lucky that he hits the bar, and then eventually we're able to clear the ball from the resulting corner. So we're actually not into the second half yet. One thing to notice, you probably noticed it in previous episodes as well, the time added on, rather than just saying +3 now, as you can see, you do get the full counter, so you know exactly how far into stoppage time you are in the game. So I'm hoping that will be a feature that carries over into FIFA 19. We'll have to wait and see. It is currently a feature in FIFA 18 with the Bundesliga licensing package, but it's not for the Premier League licensing package. I'd like to think that they'll add that in future iterations of the game and of the licensing package, but we will just have to wait and see. I do, however, in the 80th minute, thanks to a rather rash challenge from Joshua Kimmich, get myself a penalty. He takes down Marcus Rashford. It's Jamie Vardy to step up to take it, and he buries it into the back of the net. I think it was practically his first touch of the game, having just come off the bench. You guys know how much I love the stir the pot celebration. Sometimes I can't help myself. When I score a goal, it's just the default to just spam L2 and Y to do this at what? LT and Y, or L2 and triangle as it is on PlayStation. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't able to see that 1-0 lead out until the end of the 90 minutes. Timo Werner pulled one back for Germany in the 88th minute. Just as I scored late to knock Colombia out, Germany scored late against me to keep them in. Expected much better of Jamie Vardy on that particular occasion when he went through one-on-one inside the opening few moments of extra time. Then it was Germany's chance to again scythe me apart brilliantly, and Timo Werner draws a save out of the goalkeeper that we are eventually able to work away, thankfully. But Germany were getting better and better as extra time went on, but they were getting more and more tired, and my substitutes made the impact. So you can see here, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on, tried to play it inside, but it was a good clearance away from a mixture of the goalkeeper and the defenders. But still, stoppage time, as we move well past the second minute added on. Dele Alli does that. Yeah. 123rd minute of 122 minutes. And I missed the one-on-one. So, penalties against the Germans. Doesn't stereotypically go well for anyone that faces the Germans on penalties. I, though, save their third with Jack Butland and put away my third. So I'm 3-2 up after 3 penalties apiece. Mats Hummels tucks their one away. Jack Wilshere tucks my one away off the bar. And then it's Jack Butland against Mesut Ozil. Jack goes the right way, throws his arm up. We are through to the semi-finals of the World Cup thanks to win on penalties against Germany. Spain went through against Croatia 5-4 on penalties. I went through 4-3. Switzerland go through against Belgium by 2-1. Iran beat France by 2-1. Iran in the semi-finals of the World Cup in Russia to play against Switzerland on the one half of the draw, and then against a 4-3-3 lined up Spanish side, I'll be playing in the other half of the draw. Isco, David Silva and Diego Costa, their front three. So you'd say players that aren't necessarily well suited to playing out wide in their wide role. So it was probably more of a narrow 4-3-3, like a 4-3-2-1, where Isco and David Silva would drift inside and get involved in the play more centrally. I went through the centre. Harry Kane let fly with that into the back of the net after 28 minutes. Spain had tried their best to break me down and hadn't had much luck. I hadn't had much luck breaking them down, so I decided to just give it a whack from the edge of the box. Turns out it was a very good decision. David De Gea, the best goalkeeper in the world, one of the highest rated goalkeepers on FIFA 18. I would hasten to add he might well be the highest rated goalkeeper on FIFA 19, although he isn't the highest rated goalkeeper, I don't believe, on the World Cup mode. I think he's 91 rated, and I think Manuel Neuer is still 92, although I can't quite recall, so don't quote me on that. But David De Gea does make a mistake here for my second goal. I was able to get the ball in behind and cut them apart. That was a shot. It squirms free, and just racing in to tuck it home was Jesse Lingard. I'm not too sure about his celebration, though. Yeah, I definitely won't be doing that if I score with Jesse Lingard again. At least I think I scored Jesse Lingard later in the tournament, actually, and I do that celebration again. But once I get my hands on the full release, I won't be doing that celebration again. Spain flew at me, though, trying to get themselves back in it. A couple of chances there. That one flying past the post from Yaramendi that was nearly able to pull one back. Again, though, at the beginning of the second half, it continued to be Spain pressers. You can see Thiago Alcantara just destroys him with a ball roll. Fortunately, Jack Butland's on hand to make the save, though. Then, in the 54th minute, you can see Dele Alli here, already on a booking, comes in to try and challenge Jordi Alba. Wipes him out, and just 10 minutes into the second half, even though I have a 2-0 lead, I'm now down to 10 men. It's very unlike me to show poor discipline in a game of FIFA. I very, very rarely get players booked, let alone get players sent off. But now I'm up against it. David Silva in behind doesn't do well enough with his finish. Spain piling the pressure on. But they do need to score at least 2 to take it to extra time. Koke gets past me in the midfield there rather nicely. Thiago Alcantara slots it into Iago Aspas, who is left-footed, but can't find the bottom corner with his effort there to bring Spain 1 back. Again, Spain flying forward. España forcing their way forward in towards the box. Koke plays a lovely through ball to Thiago Alcantara. He can't finish it either. Jack Button with his save. It drops to David Silva, and as he tries to square it back into the box, again, we clear. 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go in fact. Jesse Lingard breaking around the corner into the box. Beautiful little lofted finish over his fellow Manchester United teammate into the back of the net. And I think I actually did that celebration again and cut it out because I was so annoyed at it. We win by 3-0 against Spain. Despite their pressure here again, Jack Button makes the save. We're through to the World Cup final. Through to the World Cup final thanks to a 3-0 win against Spain despite losing a man. Now the question is, and you can see from the stats just how heavily they dominated, the question is, who am I playing? Switzerland or Iran? Admittedly, either of them would be a surprise. It's Iran in the World Cup final. Iran. World Cup final. What? Now, rather unfortunately, just as was the case with it being the capture event, and obviously the game not being fully prepared aesthetically, Iran's kit wasn't in the game. And as such, I wasn't allowed to show you them in-game without their kit. So ignore the socks you saw in the background there and any glances you get of a default kit in the background. But I went and played the game. I won it 2-0 and I won the World Cup with England. Offline on default Legendary. If you'd like to see me go through the competition again on Legendary with England with the sliders that I use for my career mode on normal FIFA, then do let me know and I will do that. Just to make a comparison and see if it's more difficult or how much more difficult it is with my sliders. But we won the World Cup here. This was the first run through I did. I was just fortunate enough to make my way through. Obviously, Germany pushed me very close. And I was fortunate and lucky to get through on penalties. But Harry Kane lifts the World Cup. I'd put money on that not happening in real life this season. But he has been selected the captain, Harry Kane, for the England national side. So maybe that's a sign of things to come. I mean, it's wishful thinking. Very much wishful thinking. But England won the World Cup here on this particular occasion. If you'd like to see me, well, I will be doing online runs with various different nations throughout the course of the World Cup period. Let me know in the comment section down below which nations you'd like to see me do World Cup runs with online. And if you'd like to see me do offline World Cup runs with my legendary, or more difficult than legendary sliders, then let me know in the comment section down below as well, and I will get cracking with that over the next few days. This is the last upload of the day, though, with regards to World Cup content. The Southampton series will return tomorrow, and I'm hoping, like I say, I'm busy Tuesday and Wednesday, rather frustratingly, so hopefully I'll start to be able to get you World Cup content from the full release as of Thursday, hopefully the first episode in a Road to Glory series. So I'm hoping to get that recorded as soon as possible, but World Cup champions, England, Russia 2018 is how this particular episode ends. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed earlier on today. Like I say, there's been a video every hour since 2 PM. First upload or first part of this for the group stages. Basic SBC is kind of the best possible way to get started with your own World Cup Ultimate Team content. I'll say series, but obviously you guys don't do series. It's just you play the game. And then draft and draft gameplay against Matt as well. So check the channel page for anything you may have missed. But that's all for this for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Very much appreciate all the support on the channel recently. And I'll see you next time.